Because without your presence, we are made in your image and your likeness. We can't survive outside you. For without you, we can do nothing. This morning, we worship you once again in your holy presence. We ask that your presence envelope us like never before. We ask that your presence take over this service. Take over the atmosphere. Wherever your people are right now, let your presence be feelable and palpable. We ask this morning that you teach us in the language that we understand. To the glory of your name. In Jesus' precious name we have worshiped. Please, you may be seated. Precious name of Jesus Christ. It's a special day that the Lord has made to bless you and I. You will live here blessed in Jesus' precious name. Today is a special day. The theme of the service is wisdom for growing exponential businesses. And I believe that God will be speaking to us in a very short moment. You have an obligation, a responsibility to open up your spirit so that you can comprehend what God is about to say to you. Jesus said that he that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man. So you have a responsibility to hear and to do. So he that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them. He will not force you to hear. He will not force you to do. So you have a responsibility to pay keen attention, to hear. You have another responsibility to do that which you have heard. Then that makes you a wise person. A wise man is a man that hears and increases learning. So I welcome you to this special wisdom for growing exponential service, exponential business service in the precious name of Jesus Christ. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7. It says, for wisdom is the principal thing, not vice principal. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Every undertaking, understanding by understanding, including the business undertaking. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Dr. Mike Murdoch said that wisdom is the ability to design difference and solve problems. That is all wisdom is. The ability to design difference and solve problems. And business is simply solving problems for an agreed or expected reward. Business is solving problem for an agreed or expected reward. You exchange your product for a profit. You exchange your product for a reward. And business involves people. Business involves people. And it is problem solving. So you cannot be in business for yourself by yourself. Business involves people. It involves solving problem. So you can't be in business for yourself and by yourself. That is why we must take the teaching on skill development seriously. We must develop the people-oriented skills, the behavioral skills that we talked about. We must develop the communication skills, the relationship skills, the understanding skills, among many others. Everyone in business needs these skills to keep his or her customers. Everyone in business, whatever business you find yourself, you need these skills to keep your customer. Everyone, including the pastor, because ministry is kingdom business. Everyone needs this skill, including the person selling akara. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So we must develop the people-oriented skills in order to remain relevant in business. Who is a customer? A customer is a person whose problem you want to solve. That is who a customer is. Someone whose problem you want to solve. And it is easier to keep them than it is to find them. And you must invest your time in keeping your customers. You must invest your time maximally in keeping your customers. There are 5-fold rules in dealing with customers, and every business person knows this. They are: 1, attractive attention. Is a rule number 1, attractive attention. Rule number 2 is great interest. You must do things that create interest in what you do. Rule number 3 is stimulate desires. You have to acquire the skill to stimulate the desires of your customer. Rule number 4 is close sales. You must come to the point where your sales are closed. The deal is sealed. And rule number 5 is keep the customer satisfied. As long as the customer is satisfied, the customer will return. Let me say this. God is a businessman. I know that when I told you that, including in church, the church, the business, some of you were looking at me, but we'll see to it. God himself is a businessman. Jesus is a businessman. God sent his son Jesus on earth to do business. Luke chapter 2 verse 49. Luke 2:49, Jesus said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? He was talking to his parents. Which that ye know not that I must be about what? Talk to me. I must be about what? So church is a business. Ministry is a business. Jesus said, I must be about my Father's business. That is why any pastor that wants to succeed that does not approach the ministry with business mentality will fail. Pastors should register for communication skill class to learn how to talk. If not, you will fail. Pastors should register for behavioral skill class and be trained on how to behave. If not, he or she will fail. Pastor should go for relationship or relational skill class and be trained. If not, he will fail. Are you not seeing that church is a business? Because everything a businessman out there need to do to succeed on the positive, the pastor need to do it to succeed. Yesterday I was given an award. I think apart from Reverend Apostle Gene Ogu, we are the only pastor. The rest are industrialists, head of industries. One of them is a medical doctor that I've served for almost 30-something years, thereabout. By the time he said that he even gave his life to Christ, I was not born. I was the youngest and the smallest among those who received the award. But I was grateful to be in the midst of those kind of people. I think the regional manager of NTA was there to receive the award also. So those kind of people. So a pastor was among them. I happened to be one of them. So everything the businessman out there does to succeed, the pastor also have to do. Any pastor that is not well trained in this area that I'm talking about will fail. Because ministry is about people. Business is solving problems. So the pastor is here to solve problems. Is that correct? Jesus told them, don't you know that I have to be about my Father's business? Meaning God is a businessman. He came to do the business of the Father, so he's a businessman. So I am a businessman. Say here. We are all in business. We are on a what? So it is important you have this understanding that we are all in business, different businesses. In growing an exponential business, there are 4 questions to be answered. Are you ready? Number 1 question. Call it the 4 words. What do you have is the first question. If you want to grow an exponential business, a rapid growing business, the first question is, what do you have? You must identify what you have. In doing business, you must identify what you have. What do you have that the people need? What do you have that the people need? In business, there is what is called the law of need. The law of need is necessary in growing exponential business. Someone must need a problem solved. So you must identify what you have. You must know who needs what you have. For instance, if someone is selling amala in Port Harcourt, your customers will be limited compared to someone in Lagos. So, what do you have? And who needs what you have? If you are selling a life jacket here, your customers will be limited compared to somebody in Abonima or Buguma. If you say you open a shop here and you are selling life jacket, you may not sell for 6 months. You may not sell one. Is that correct? But if you open a shop around Abonima Wharf or Buguma Town, you will sell. So, what do you have to offer that nobody else can possibly do? What do you have? It's something that is a question you must ask and you must answer. That is the law of needs in business. Somebody has to need what you have. Somebody have to do what? They have to need what you have. They have to need the problem you can solve. Is there a need for what you have? Is there a need for what you have and what you can produce? This is very important. Someone said, I have great ideas. The truth is that there are many millions of great ideas, but who needs it? Are you get what I'm saying? I'm a pastor. There are many pastors. I'm preaching. Other pastors are preaching. But I've come to a point in my life where I am identifying those things that make me different, that makes me unique. That particular problem that I am born to solve among many other pastors. That is what I am in now. And I'm training myself for that. So I know who needs it. So you have great ideas. It's good. But who needs it? Because there are millions of great ideas. You have a product, you have an idea. The question is, who needs what you have? Who needs what you have? If you know who needs what you have, another thing you have to ask is that, did they know that they need it? Hear me. Millions of problems exist on it. Solving those problems provides income, favor, and the flow of financial provisions. Millions of problems exist on earth. Solving those problems is what will provide income, favor, and the flow of financial provision. One of the challenges that we have, or people have, why they complain, they lack, is that a lot of people are looking for free money. Nobody wants to solve a problem. Hey, once you start solving problem or problems, money will flow. Money will flow. And there are millions of problems on earth to solve. The reason why many are impoverished is because they don't know what they have, and they have not recognized the problem close to them that they need to be solved. Many don't know what they have, and they have not recognized the problem close to them that need to be solved. The problem closest to you is your secret code to the throne. Ask Joseph. The problem closest to you is your secret code to the throne. You are created to solve a problem. And the problem you solve provides the provision for your life. You are created to solve a problem. And the problem you solve provides the provision for your life. Everything is created to solve a problem. Last time I was telling you, the eye is solving a problem. It's solving the problem of seeing. The ear is solving a problem. It's solving a problem of hearing. The mouth, the leg, everything. The lawyer is solving a problem. It's solving a legal problem for humanity. The medical doctor, the same thing. It's solving a problem of health. The pastor is solving a problem. Spiritual problem, and that matter. Very, very important. That makes him unique and different from every other person. You get what I'm saying? Like it or leave it, any pastor that knows what he's doing is solving major spiritual problems, especially when you are spiritual and you can take spiritual signals. I say this, I'm not joking. I'm one of those pastors. Even in the midst of this meeting, my spiritual antenna is so high. I've been praying. It was on Friday. On Friday, I was talking to Neka when I came to the office. I told him to bring something for me. I told him I'm just having a feeling for us to declare a 3 days fast of there shall be no loss before the long life. That because Satan is a very trickish person, that I'm just having that feeling. So I told him that I'm going to come to church today and I will declare from tomorrow. Even though I'm not declaring from tomorrow, I have another direction. But this morning, while I just stepped into the office, a woman called me. He said, pray for me. I'm just feeling very funny now. He said, I wanted to stand up from my seat. I had a stroke. And I began to declare that I will not die. I smiled. But he says, I want to stand up to check what I was cooking. I couldn't. So my husband, children, everyone. So I was hearing some noise at the background. So I began to rebuke the devil. I told the devil to stay off. Then I remember that just on Friday, I was saying it. Now, if that did not happen, if I come this morning to say it, the person that I happen to is a known person. Everybody know the person. But I don't want to call name. But if that did not happen this morning, if I come now to tell you, you will joke with it. Don't joke with a spiritual man, a man on a spiritual assignment. I tell you the truth. If not, you will die for free. That is why many people are poor. To die is not just physical death. Many people are poor because they don't believe the person God has sent to them. Every time he speaks, they use their brain. That's why I don't need to be too familiar. If not, you'll miss it. On Friday, I was just telling him. He's there. I called his name. If you want me to call the name of the woman now, I also call the name of the woman. Just few. In fact, the person was doing everything to be in first service. It's always difficult. He just had a stroke. I said, I have not discussed with her that this is what I want to do. So I began to declare that I will not die. I will not die. And I just told him that I have to declare 3 days before there shall be no loss of life. So the pastor is there to solve a problem. And among the problems he's there to solve is a spiritual problem. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you are created to solve a problem. You are created to do what? And it is a problem you solve that provides provision for you. The problem you solve is what provides provision for you. The problem you are willing to solve determines the pursuits of you. When you start solving problems, people start pursuing you. When your business starts solving problems, people start looking for that business. That is a law of need. That is a law of what? So the first question you must ask yourself as you want to grow an exponential business is, what do you have? So do you know what you have? What do you have? Who needs what you have? Very important. What are you selling? What have you brought to the marketplace? What do you have? Permit me to say that many times what you have or what you're selling may not be physical product. May not be clothes. Like I just discovered one unique thing I brought to the table, to the marketplace, and I'm working on it. When I'm done with it, I'll start selling it to you. And you buy it because you need it. So what do you have? Is the first law. Number 2, what is your passion level? What is your passion level about your business? What is the passion you have about your business or your product? Passion has everything to do with what you attract. Passion has everything to do with what you are trying. In fact, passion decides energy. Passion decides energy. There has to be passion for your business, a desire for the product you offer. You have to define who desires your product, because desire births energy, the willingness to reach out. So to grow an exponential business, uncommon passion is required. It is the law of desire. It is the law of what? Desire. Passion is an excessive, uncommon desire. An excessive, uncommon desire. It includes the desire to charge, serve, or achieve a goal. It includes the desire to charge, the desire to serve, and desire to achieve a goal. Men who succeed greatly possess great passion for their product or business. If you see any man who succeeds greatly, that man or woman possesses great passion for his or her product. So what is your passion level concerning that business? What is your passion level concerning your product? Passion has everything to do with your business because it determines what you attract. A lot of people are in business, but they are not passionate about what they do. If your passion level is low, you can't grow. What did I say? Yes. In any business, if your passion level is low, that business. So what is your passion level? Is a second question to be asked if you must grow an exponential business. Number 3, what makes you different? What makes you different? What makes you different from others in your business? Because you know that every business you do, other people are also doing the same business. So what makes you different? You must discover what makes you different. Stay with your difference if you want to grow an exponential business. You must discover what makes you different from other people who are in the same business with you. Then stay with that difference. So what are your differences? You need to discover it. You need to identify it. You need to define it. You need to magnify it. You need to apply it and stay with it if you attract those who need your product because of your difference. You need to discover your difference. You need to define your difference. You need to magnify your difference. Magnify it. You need to amplify it. You need to amplify your difference. That applies amplify. Amplify your difference and stay with it. That is what will attract those who need your product. So what is the difference in your business? For instance, let me bring it a little bit home. For instance, you got a laundry business. Other people are doing the same business. Now, you don't know your difference. Everybody is doing laundry. Now, your difference could be A, getting it done in 1 hour. If you give me your clothes, it will be done in an hour. That could be a difference. That anytime they give you a clothes, a 1 hour time, that cloth is ready. I don't know that you get what I'm saying. Now, that could make you stand out in the laundry world. You know that one of the challenges of those who washes clothes is delivery. On-time delivery. Is that correct? Whether they are pastor, whether they are music director, whether they are this thing, you will fight with them. Oh boy, wear my clothes. But it doesn't. So it's not about going to church. Now, these are what I'm talking about. Don't hide under going to church. Oh. You must be trained to know what to do to succeed and be ahead of others. Are you get what I'm saying? If you just say you go to church, you pray, you don't go for training, you will fail. You must be trained. You must be what? So, if I am in laundry business and I can deliver any clothes given to me an hour, is a difference. Is what? Because you can really find anybody in that business that can do that consistently. And when you are able to do that, you put all your mechanism in place to be able to do that, it will make you to stand out. To make you to do what? So that is a difference. That is how to identify what makes you different. I just cited that example in laundry. Number 2, in that is offering free pickup and delivery. That could also be a difference. Don't bother. We'll come to your house. We'll pick it up. Then we also deliver in an hour time. We come to your house. We'll pick up the dirty clothes. Don't bother yourself. Then an hour time, we deliver it. Wow. The whole Port Harcourt, if it's Port Harcourt that you are, they will come looking for you. Is that not correct? You employ more people. Because you are solving a problem. Because you are solving what? So somebody may want to go for a wedding yesterday, but the clothes he wanted to, he didn't know the clothes was dirty, so the person can still have the clothes dry clean in an hour and still use the clothes. That only will announce you. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. So begin to add little things in that business. Begin to think little things that can create a difference in what you do. Little things. Little things. I don't just sell material, but I can give you the best of style. So while you are buying the material, I'm showing you 5 good styles that you can use. So you don't need to bother yourself. That could be a difference. Do you understand? So you add it up. So while you're advertising your material, I sell Accra, some of you. You see, I don't just only sell it, I can give you 10 styles. So you see, nobody is doing that kind of a thing, but everybody is selling Accra. Everybody is talking like the way you are talking to. Am I talking here? But I've not seen anybody saying that I have 10 styles. So I've sold one business idea to you. It's 1 million naira. Do you understand? Like those in real estate, how did they start getting some persons? One of the ways they started getting some people, they say, we'll sell a land and we'll do the survey, you free deed. Do you understand? Meanwhile, they have added the deed money in the land. But people like free thing. And you know that somehow, for you to go and do the deed, it will cost you some money. And somebody is saying, free deed. So it's a way. It makes you different. Some now are going as far as telling you that if you want, we'll provide you the C of O. Somebody said, give you C of O. Do you know what it means? Do you know how many years and the struggle to take it to get C of O? But it's a way. It's a bait to drag you. So you must think something must distinguish you in the business world. Are you get what I'm saying? There are so many ways to create a difference. Can I tell you something? Similarity creates comfort, but different creates reward. Write it down. Similarity creates comfort, but difference creates rewards. Similarity creates comfort, but difference creates reward. If we are doing a similar thing, we'll not be comfortable. But when you discover you're different and begin to do it, you begin to get a reward that the other person is not getting. Are you get what I'm saying? So identify your difference and stay at the center of it. It will distinguish you. Number 4, what profit are you getting? Come on. The whole essence of business is profit making. Let nobody deceive you. If you are not making profit, you are not in business. The whole essence of business is profit making. Don't feel condemned by wanting to get rewarded for a problem you solved. Don't feel like you are greedy or selfish. Business is solving a problem for an agreed reward. If you don't make profit, you will not be in business tomorrow. What did I say? Yeah. If you don't make profit, you will not be in business tomorrow. So business is about profit making. So get a clear picture of the cost of the business and your profit whenever. Your business is key to your financial success. Your business is key to your financial success. If you must succeed, your business is key. Because business is about profit making. Don't let anything deter you or make you feel condemned. No. The reason why you are in business is for profitability. If you are not making profit, you may not be in business tomorrow. May not be what? Let me say this. Those of you, especially women, who are in business and your husband owns a shop for you, stock the shop for you, and you are still expecting the man to still be returning to pay the shop rent. That is wrong. That is what? It's very, very wrong. Your business should be able to pay the shop rent. If not, you are not in business. Pack back home and stay at home. Sorry to use that as an example, but it's a positive one. Minister John is here. Many years ago, every day, she used to have issue with the wife. And the issue is, got her a shop. She's not paying for the shop. But every time, they will stock the shop to finish. They will say she should be bringing money. So one day, the matter got to my table. I told him not to bring again. I said, Madam, just like what I'm saying, I said, Madam, if you cannot handle the shop, close it and stay at home so that I will know that my son will be bringing the money. I said, number one, you are not paying for the shop. Other people are doing the same business, pay for the shop, even use it to pay their rent and pay. What are you talking about? I said, because you have not learned how to do business. So I said, I will teach you. So we'll stock the shop. And I said, from now, you will stay in that shop like you are paying shop rent. Find out how much they pay for shop rent in that area. She told me. I said, okay, this is it. So every month, you do a kawa in my hand for the shop rent. Because you will pay for your shop rent. Behave as if the shop is not your own. And she started. Every month, she will bring a kawa money. I was holding it. She was doing the business. Things changed. By 1 year, she had more money to pay for shop rent. The shop rent money was used again to restock the shop. life. The husband is here. Sit down. I've used so many ways to solve so many problems. Some of them is not what I will start saying here. You can succeed. Just small sense you need. Small. Small sense. You know, many times when I say, hey, you don't believe God for house rent, you pay house rent, I'm not joking. I have so many ways. You don't even believe God for school fees. There are so many fundamentals around it. Are you hearing me? You don't believe God for it. It starts with, you know why people used to believe God for school fees? People, they don't plan. Lack of planning and lack of staying within what they can handle. My wife is here. My cousin offered me, send somebody to come and do few months training for my son. They wanted my son to go a particular school. That school, they are paying close to 3 million. Close to 3 million. So, for you to pass their entrance is not a joke. So, that's my wife now. You were disturbing me. The person was calling me. I was just checking it. I told my wife, we agreed that I don't want some. You know, when I say every open door is not God's door, it does not mean that I'm not joking. No. Some people will jump at it. I didn't ask for it. That is the school that the daughter attend. He loves me so much, and he wants my son to attend that school, and he is ready to take her. But you see, for somebody to be bringing out 3 million to pay for your child, for how many years? I did not see it visible. I saw it that he will try you. He will do first year, second year, third year. But will he continue? And how will he continue? All things being equal, will things be the way they are now? I put many together. And I now ask myself, am I ready in case anything happens? Am I ready to bring out that kind of money to pay school fees? I am not. So I use a way. I use the way.